lot of Indiana CPAs have questions about peer review, and you may be one of them. I'm going to share some general information about peer review that may help to answer some of your questions. First, you may be wondering, who should be enrolled in peer review? Any CPA firm in the state of Indiana who has any accounting or auditing engagements are required by Indiana state law to be enrolled in peer review. Your CPA firm should be enrolled in either the ICPA or the Indiana CPA Society peer review program if your firm performs any engagements under the following: Statement of Auditing Standards, Statements on Standards for Accounting and Review Services, Statement on Standards for Attestation Engagements, Government Auditing Standards issued by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, and audits of non-SEC issuers performed pursuant to the standards of the PCAOB. If your firm is required to be registered with and inspected by the PCAOB, then your peer review will be administered by the ICPA Peer Review Board's National Peer Review Committee. The Indiana CPA Society serves as the administering entity in Indiana for the ICPA Peer Review Program. This program is administered nationally in cooperation with the state CPA societies and other organizations approved by the ICPA and State Board of Accountancy. The Indiana CPA Society administers peer reviews for Indiana CPA firms that perform audits, reviews, or compilations regardless of whether they are INCPAS or ICPA members. If at least one partner of a firm is a member of the ICPA, then the firm must complete the ICPA enrollment form and enroll in the ICPA peer review program. If the partners in a firm are not members of the ICPA, then that firm must complete the INCPAS enrollment form and enroll in the INCPAS peer review program. You can find both of these forms in the peer review section on INCPAS.org under the peer review forms link. Currently, there are 608 firms enrolled in peer review in Indiana. Of those, 451 firms are enrolled in the ICPA peer review program, and 157 firms are enrolled in the INCPAS peer review program. A firm's due date for its initial peer review is ordinarily 18 months from the date it enrolled in the program, or should have enrolled in the program, whichever date is earlier. After the firm's initial peer review, an enrolled firm is required to have a peer review once every 3 years. A system review is for firms that perform engagements under the Statement on Auditing Standards, the Government Auditing Standards, and certain types of engagements performed under the Statements on Standards for Attestation Engagements. In a system review, the reviewer will study and evaluate a CPA firm's quality control policies and procedures that were in effect during the peer review year. This type of review is performed on-site at the firm's office. An engagement review is for firms that are not required to have a system review and only perform services under SARS or services under the Statements on Standards for Attestation Engagements not included in system reviews. An engagement review consists of reading the financial statements or certain background information, representations, and applicable documentations required by the professional standards. This type of review does not cover the firm's system of quality control policies and procedures. Engagement reviews are performed off-site where the reviewed firm sends the reviewer all the information needed to perform the peer review. Remember, if your firm performs one or more audits along with any attestation engagements, then you are required to have a system review. If your firm does not perform any audits, then you can have an engagement review, but may elect to have a system review if you wish to do so. Currently, in Indiana, there are 178 firms who have elected to have a system review and 430 firms who have elected to have an engagement review. For more information and answers to frequently asked questions, visit the Society's website and click on the Frequently Asked Questions link, or feel free to contact me directly.